Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Judgement, Apocalypse Survival Simulation. In the previous episode we got some more people and also some new tags. The plan for today now has to be building a second bed, but for that we still have to do some research and building. When we check the research, we need animal raising, which costs 60 research points. And then we have to build the sheep farm, and then also it's gonna take a while until we get wool from that farm. So even though building a bed may sound quite easy, it's probably gonna take a while to actually get to it. First thing, we're working on the second experiment table, but there was something else I wanted to do. We need boards for wheat farms, that's one thing. We just need boards. You need boards for everything. Also, yeah, this is what I wanted. I want to build a stove, because with stove we'll be able to, or stove and grain, we'll be able to bake bread, and I'd like to get a second type of food, because if we have access to two types of food, it should quite significantly increase our health regeneration. The health is regenerating slowly, even without multiple types of food, but we really could use a boost because you're taking quite a lot of damage even in easy fights. So that's another thing I'd like to get today. That's quite a lot of things. And one more thing, let me check weapons, I think, or where is it? Really? I want, oh, we can already make quarter staves. Okay, good, so we'll get upgrades for some of our people, and we need boards for everything, which means we need a lot of wood. Probably won't be too much fighting today, we'll just keep working on upgrades. So we have one person working on the wood. When we get that, someone always goes to the lumber mill to make those boards. One full-time farmer, or two maybe even full-time farmers. Yeah, I think this looks good. Just need that bed and that'll be perfect. Because with two beds, let's say 2 wheat farms and 1 extra well, we should be able to handle maybe 10 people. And 10 will probably be enough for quite a while. Okay, level up. For our occultist, and here... We don't have any bonus for rituals or research yet, so it doesn't really matter where we start. Let's check our second occultist. It's the same thing, they're both focused on weapons, not really researchers. I'll just give, I don't know, Maya probably occult research, and Jimmy will get rituals. Or maybe I'll even give them both occult research, because rituals are, I already talked about it, they seem quite weak. And we could use some people who can do the occult research fast. And by the way, why I'm not doing the occult research yet, when we have so many people who are good with occult weapons. The first occult weapon in the occult tree is here in Dark Magic, Demonite Bow. first, we don't have materials for that, and it will take a while before we get them. And second, we can't even get to the research because we have to go through light and dark, and to research light and dark, we need research materials, and they can be obtained only in locations, and they're usually really well guarded. At this point, their guards are definitely stronger than anything we can handle, so for a while we can forget about occult weapons. This is good. Some say that ideas are easy and execution is all that matters. Scientific research, however, is driven by ideas. Ideas that can form... what? Ideas that can be formed by anyone, anywhere. Even in your sleep. Milan sometimes speaks in her sleep, mostly nonsense, but today her rambling led to a scientific breakthrough. Good. We got 50 extra points, so we already have 118. Should be enough, right? Okay, so that's animal raising. What else do you want? We definitely want to compost bows. What do we need for compost bows? Wood, arrows, and crossbows would be nice, but resin is pretty hard to get, pretty much only from locations. So I'll stick to composite bows. Bricks, for now we can skip that. What do we need for medkits? Wool. Okay, so we need 2 more points for bow making, and then 120, 180, 300 points for this. Or maybe you could go for tailoring, get to scrap armor. That would be a nice upgrade. Well, we definitely need a lot of research still, so let's keep going. Maybe I should even... where is it? Chop some more trees for a while. We can have even 2 people chopping trees. You're gonna need a lot of wood. Okay, let's start with the water conservation, maybe. The sooner we take it, the better. Or... well, on the other hand, the bows are really easy to make, and they're a nice upgrade to the bows that we are using now. Okay, let's start with that. And we can take the water conservation as well. Good. Someone is tired. That should be fine. Now, where do we start? I think I'll start with the bows. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 bows. That means it's 3 arrows for 1 bow. Yeah, that means 12 arrows. Also, I want to make 2 staves. That should be all the weapon upgrades. Oh, and I almost forgot. We have someone joining the colony. Glenn won't be Glenn anymore. We'll have Shade, and I don't remember the whole name. Oh, damn. But I think, how many letters can we still use? Yeah, definitely not enough. So names can be only like 10 letters maximum. So I think I'll only use the first name. I hope it's okay. So, Shade, welcome to the colony. And again, guys, if you want to join the colony, just let me know in comments and you'll get your character. So how does it look like with the gear? Still nothing. What are we working on now? That's the first stuff. Oh, that was the second one, okay. So that's one thing. And now, bows. Do we have enough arrows? Yeah. 3. Oh, we don't have enough scraps. Okay, so let's get some of those. Do we have enough veggies? Yep. How does it look like with awareness? 33%. Assistance needed. That could be a bit of a problem. Because I'm not sure that we can afford to have 7 people when we have only 1 bed. And it's still gonna take really quite a while before we can get a second one. How does it look like with the wheat farms? And we'll need bricks for sheep farms. Ooh, that means we need brick making. No, we can't afford to take more people around. Because you would end up with everyone tired. You don't have to do all these rescue missions. They appear very often and we just can't take that many people. So like half of those missions, later even more, we'll just ignore. How much wood do we have? 83. 83 isn't bad. Let's get the first farm. Okay, level up for Shade. Firearms crafting. We have 2 engineers, right? Okay, so one of our engineers will be specialized in defensive buildings, the other one in firearms crafting. And I want to have defensive buildings first, because that will be very important. We will have access to defensive buildings before we get access to firearms. So let's start with that. And by the way, actually no, wrong. Shade is a crafter. So he should be specialized in crafting, because he'll be faster. And, who is it? Maya, not Maya. Milan is a builder. So that makes more sense, right? Okay, so we'll do it this way. And Milan should get level 2 very soon anyway, yeah. I'm approaching. Didn't expect them so soon. Just get the second farm. Let me just wait until they show up. You are being attacked. Okay, can we equip some of our new weapons? 1, 2, and 3. Anything else? Brad doesn't have an armor, but I mean, this still should be an easy fight. Minor Demon, Fire Imp, and from the other side, Fire Imp and Normal. Okay, it's nothing. Let's stack up here. There's first level up. Or first, another level up. Okay. And let's go faster again. So this is the second level up, or second engineer, which means this time it will be defensive buildings. Yeah, with 100% extra build speed, it really makes more sense this way. I hope that you have enough water for 6 farms. Because I'm not sure we have enough people to work 2 farms. That would slow down everything else. Okay, come on, 58 points. We need 1 more point. And that should be enough for brick making, or how it's called. Yeah, brick making. Once again, what do we need for the sheep farm? Yeah, we need bricks for this. Okay. And what do we need for a furnace? We need clay. Clay is here. Scouting party, that's something we will have to attack. The scouting parties increase awareness very, very quickly. Okay, we want to leave shade behind. That means I can give his armor to Brad. I could craft another armor right now, but I don't want to do it because we want to get the Scrap's armor anyway. And I want to leave 2 people in the base. I'm just trying to figure out whom. We can go with 5. That will speed things up. With 5 people, all the fights will be significantly less dangerous. We will have 2 tanks. The problem is that we are leaving only 1 person in the base. It's possible that the base, the base can be attacked while the task force is out, so it's a little bit risky, and also it slows down all the work in the base significantly when the task force is away, of course, because there's just 1 person left. But we shouldn't be away for too long. Do we have 5 people? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Should be like maybe 4 hours maximum. What is this, by the way? Not just imps. I'll just rush them. There they are. Come on. Stop. You can run, but you can't hide. There we go. Okay, that's 1. 2. And 3. Not yet. Maybe now when we are here, we are right next to this house. What is this? Imp, another imp, and 2 minor demons. That is easy. And we'll get water from this plus something. This early, the only thing I can think of that we could get is probably binoculars. That's useful. Extra vision range can be quite important. There they are. What is this? Imp and demon. I'll try to just not trigger all of them at the same time. Can we set up an ambush here? No, I don't want to go that far. Come on. Okay, we'll stay here. And you guys will stay behind. It's 1. And it's 2. Get the other group. Are they going back or no? Okay, that's 1. And now demon. Easy. Binoculars. This early is probably nothing else you could get from these missions where there is a question mark as a part of the loot. Later there'll be a lot more. But the important part now is the water. What is this? Scraps and wood. You know what? We need wood. And actually we need scraps as well. We have only 83. Heather, you'll go back. Brett, move forward. 1, 2, and 3. And they should run into us. Good. Come on, kill the fire. Really is not doing that much damage, but I just hate it when something's shooting at me. Are they coming? No. But they are in the range, so it should trigger them. Yep. Okay, easy. I was hoping for a bit more than this. Okay, now we can go back. What do we have around here? Anything interesting? No, not really. We need one more bow. Well, let's get that. And the level up is the heather. Heather will probably be a part of the task force because she doesn't have any penalties to combat stats, plus 20% extra health is always useful, which means she'll get a bonus to archery. Definitely don't want my survivalists to be melee, and medicine crafting. A priest can get medicine crafting, or I'm quite sure that at some point we'll get a survival or survivalist who will have some penalties to combat stats, who will be staying in the base all the time, so they'll be our medicine crafted then. Okay, and we can build the furnace now. The furnace will be here. It can be here in the corner, we won't need it too often. I just noticed we have like 2 minutes left in this episode and we didn't get anywhere near to what I wanted to do. How does it look like with research? What do we want next? Next we want tailoring. Because these scrap armors... Oh, they do need wool. Thought we needed only scraps for it. You can see that scraps can be a problem. You don't have enough scraps for even one armor. We don't have that many scraps available on this map. We have some here, here, here. Here we have quite a few, but still, this is less than 1,000. So we'll have to focus on getting scraps from locations, or we can craft scraps. But it's very time consuming. We don't have enough people for that. So it's surprising, but scraps can often be the most limiting factor when it comes to crafting. But for now, let's just get more. What do we need for sheep? Scraps, bricks. How does it look like with the furnace? Furnace is ready. So let's set up auto crafting for bricks. We don't need that many. So I'll do something like 10, 15. We need what? Stones, clay, wood. Yeah, everything needs wood. Okay, more clay, more stone. Where do we get wood? Let's get it here. Assistance needed. Nope. Can't afford to get more people yet. That's why we need the bat. Once we get the bat, we'll be probably able to get to at least 9 people, maybe even 10. So then every time we go out, we will still have 4 to 5 people staying in the base. So the work in the base won't stop completely. And that also means the task force will be able to stay outside for longer. So then pretty much all the time you'll have one group outside getting materials from locations, and the other group will be in the base using them for crafting and taking care of the base. Okay, there we go. This is what we need. Now the question is, if this is enough. Just one farm. We need more. How much wool do we need? Five. For one. I'll probably have to get another farm. Can we get wool on the world map, maybe? I don't think so. But it's worth checking. Yeah, we can get wood here. Problem is, there's no way we could defeat this guard right now. Wool is not like one of the most basic materials, which means it'll probably always be guarded by stronger demons. What is this? Minor demons, fire imps, 2 hellhounds. Those are pain in the ass, but perhaps 1 arrow and they're dead. 7 minor demons. That's not the end of the world. We could do this. Which one is it? This one. It's miles away, but it's probably worth it. And we could maybe even get a weapon here. And weapons that we get from locations usually are better than what we can craft. Oh, hello. Level up for bread. So, bread. What do you need? Patrolling speed, that's the least important one. So either fast healing or spotting. And I kind of like to have one fighter who has very long vision range. Because I'm using him as a scout on the battle map. I think Brad will be our scout. So I'll give him spotting, and I'll give him a binoculars, so that's another +4 range. So his vision range, I think, doubled now. We have one more level up, and that's Jimmy. Maya is a researcher. To be honest, I think I'll make Jimmy a researcher as well. I'm not planning on using rituals that much, or maybe at all. Yeah, let's just go for it, for the research. Maybe if we get someone like specialized in rituals, really good with rituals, we'll already start with some bonus, then we could boost the ritual skill even further, but other than that, I think it's a waste. Okay, good thing is, I just noticed that sheep don't need water. Yeah, they need food, but it seems that in this world, sheep don't drink. What does it look like with wheat? We have more than enough. Stones, we need stones. Okay. I think I'll make a cut here, because at this point, what I would like to do is to leave the base and go for that wool. And this is gonna take a while, so that's why I want to do it in the next episode. And along the way, we'll probably clear all these locations. We can clear this one on the way there, and maybe these all three on the way back. That should give us quite a lot of water, scraps, and some stones. Yeah, we need all of that. It sounds like a plan, so it seems that in the next episode there'll be quite a lot of fighting. But this one is over, so I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.